Hi, my name is Amit, and I've been working in social media for the last 8 years. I'm so glad you're here because in this course, we are focusing on how to use AI as a creative partner to design bold visuals, craft content that actually connects, and build a workflow you can rely on week after week. Let's get started. In this class, I'm going to walk you through how to make AI work with you, not for you. Let's be real, there's so much AI tools out there right now, and most of them feel off. Either robotic, generic, or totally disconnected from your brand. But it's not because AI is the problem, it's because of how you use it. Here is what not to do with AI. Letting AI write your entire post. As a result, flat, emotionless, sounds like everyone else. Here is a quick example of how it sounds when you only use ChatGPT as is. Here are 5 ways to boost your engagement on Instagram. Post consistently, use hashtags, engage with your audience, analyze performance, collaborate with others. It looks fine, right? But it could have been written better. And it couldn't be written by anyone. So there is no personal point of view, no connection with your audience. The second thing you need to avoid is using a full generated avatar of yourself. It's nice in the first impression, but it's not convincing in the long term. It's not creating any personal connection. The skin looks too smooth. The way the body gestures is not correlated with the mouth. And for me, it's still not there. The tools, of course, are amazing and there are tons of options. But I personally, when I want to connect with other people, I still prefer a human touch. The third thing I'm going to talk about is using AI without a clear direction. Visually, it could be interesting, but is confusing, messy, not quite right. When I'm using AI without a prompt, just asking it for a random thing, it never brings me result. The thing is to know what you want to do with AI and give it direction, not the other way around, hoping that AI will save your content. No, we need to give it a clear inspiration, texture, describe it as detailed as you can in order to get the result. Here you can see a few examples of how people use AI in a creative way and it still look humanized and it looks cool and innovative. Here is the quick mindset change we need to make. AI is not here to replace your creativity. It's here to assist you. You still bring your vision, you're a human, your voice. AI can help you make faster, cleaner, you get with it amazing result without feeling burning out. But you need to know how to use it. Here's an example how I use it to create a more interesting scene out of this Rode product. You can see I use their bottle and ask from ChatGPT created as a balloon. So here's a quick exercise for you to get started with. Pick an image you took recently. Think what you can do with it. If you want to share a tip around it, or you want a lunch product, you want to just show your brand, anything that related to what you're doing. Open ChatGPT and give it a creative a twist. Most AI content fall flat because people treat it like it's a shortcut. It's not a shortcut, it's a tool. Your job is to bring the soul. So in this course, I'll teach you exactly how to use it in a way that reflects your real voice and use AI as a tool and not to replace you as a content creator. Today, we're diving into how AI can give your visuals the edge every brand is chasing right now. Why brands are turning to AI right now? Because every brand wants to stand out, grab attention, push creative boundaries, and stay unforgettable. Studio photo shoot, that's the baseline now. But the real edge is AI powered visuals that stop the scroll. And the truth is, you don't need to be a designer, creative genius to use these tools. You just need to know which tools to use and how to use it in the right way. In this session, I'm going to show you what is exactly possible for you. And by the end of this course, you will know how to create it. I took this simple product, also this printer, no fancy software, no design. I just place this 2 items into the tools and ask for this result. I got this. This isn't about being naturally creative. It's about understanding the possibilities and following a process. Let me show you how brands are using AI. Here is how Nike used it. Here you can see also how Boss used it, Gucci for the entire campaign, and also Armani Beauty. Another campaign by Mango. This was created fully by AI. The models aren't real. Coca-Cola. Here are more things I created with AI. So what I did here, I took a product of a day and asked ChatGPT to create a photo of a floating balloon out of it. Another idea for service-based, here you can see my templates going out of the toaster like a toast. And it's a great way to launch, for example, a new digital product. This is another great way to launch a product, a digital product. The possibilities here are unlimited. You can replace this cover image in your announcement, into your course cover, or any idea you have. You can also replace this billboard with something else, any announcement you want to make. This coffee cup, you can make an announcement inside the coffee cup instead of this disc. In the next lessons, I'll walk you through everything. How to upload your photo, how to write the strong prompts, how to tweak the result if you don't like it, if it doesn't look like high-end result. By the end of this course, you'll be able to take a basic photo and turn it into content that feels elevated, aesthetic, and made for soul. In this session, I'll show you how to create your own AI assistant. Instead of one generic GPT, we're building two specialized assistants. One that writes caption in your voice and another that creates perfect images prompt for your brand aesthetic. I'll walk you through every single step of the GPT builder so you can follow along. So why we are creating these two custom GPTs? When you try to make one GPT work for everything, it's confused. You should focus on one for style and one for visual. By splitting them, the chat that focus on content GPT become an expert your voice, your tone, and caption structure. And your image GPT master your visuals, brand colors, and aesthetic preference. First, how we build it. We go to GPT here, and then you see my GPT, click on that, and we will create a custom GPT. Here we have one that I already filled, so it will be easier to follow. So we start with our name. Of course, you can add image, it doesn't matter. If you, let's say, want this GPT to be public and you want to sell it or you want to use it for your students or something, you can place here an image of you, of your course, the name. For this example, we will use Sarah Content Writer or Bloom Beauty Writer. It's just up to you, it's just a name. Here you have 50 characters, so don't write longer than that. Here in the description, we are describing what this GPT is about. So create Instagram caption and social content that sounds exactly like your name. Specialize in your niche content with authentic voice and engaging hook. And here you will have 300 characters. As better you will describe this chat, the better result you will get. This is the most important part, the instruction. For the instructions, we have only 8,000. I'm saying only because we want to give it as much information as possible, so this chat will be useful. For this, I'm going to give you a template that you're going to use and fill it yourself. In the template, you will find my brand and voice. This you can also use GPT if you have a GPT that you already trained and you created content with it in the past. GPT will understand how to describe your business because it already created so much content. So he has so much information about your business. I highly recommend fill it yourself so it will sound like you. In my brand and voice, we will fill in your industry, personality, your audience, and expertise. Again, as much details, as much information about your business can be helpful. Writing styles, rules, here you can write how you like to write things, what is your thing. Here in the caption structure, I prefer. So we always start with the hook, and then you can write about your personal story or give more information about your business. A lesson, a value you really stand for, and you want to write it in your captions, in your content. A call to action. So the call to action is comment blah, and I'll send you the link for. So you can edit here. Words to never use. There are a lot of words that screams, hey, GPT wrote this. Here are some. You will have this template. You will have all this information. For me, what screams the most ChatGPT is the long dashes. So you can ask, don't use the long dashes, for example. Emoji to use, also another thing that screams AI. For me, it's tons of emojis. So you can, let's say you are more minimalist, you can add here emojis that you like. Hashtag strategy, you can write here the specific hashtag to use, or let GPT do the research for you, but you want to be more, give GPT as much detail as you can. This instructions should be under 8,000. So if you will fill this form with GPT and it gets over 8 characters, you can tell the chat, hey, please shorten it and make it 8,000. And now we're moving to conversation starters. These are prompts of things you usually use in your business. We're doing a content writer. It will be more specific for that. So write a caption for this product and service. Create a personal story post about. Help me announce. Turn this educational tip into engaging caption. More examples that are not specifically related to content, just for you to understand what are the conversation starters. Let's say you're a wellness for busy mom. The prompt can be, can you give me 5 minutes self-care routine I can do today? Or if you're selling Canva templates, what Canva templates should I sell based on my niche? If you are a beauty content creator, help me come with a plan for 3 days for beauty content schedule for Instagram. If you are in fashion, give me 5 outfit ideas to post this week, etc. So this actually helps you get all the information you want from the chat, and also to start more easily and smoothly with specific thing you're using for this chat for. Then here, knowledge. As I mentioned before, here you have only 8,000. So we have so much information we can give the chat. So things you can upload here. You can upload a Word document with your best caption. So the chat will have this information. You can upload your bio. So you will have more information about your business. Brand voice example. Anything that you wrote, a blog post, captions, website. So it will have a full picture of how your business look like. Audience comments, also a great way to understand how you engage, how you answer comments. Email newsletter, of course, also a great way to show your writing style, blog post in your voice. So any documents that shows your tone of voice can be great here. After we uploaded the files here, I think this is also limited to something like 20 files, but the files are unlimited, so you can do 100 pages of content. So it doesn't matter. Capabilities from where the chat can take information. So web search, Canvas for image generation. This is for the visuals. code, and data analyst. So we want to click all of them so it can take one from whatever resource you want to use. And here you create it. I want to show you real quick a GPT I created for myself, Alun Trendkrafter. So this is how it looks at the end. And you can see the questions I did for starters about your audience, about carousel posts, reels, bio. I gave it as a part of my subscription for my subscribers so they can create content more easily with my tone of voice, with my trends. So this is another way that I show you how you can use it even to sell afterwards, after you trained it really well. And it has all the information about you and your business. So other people can use it. A great way to do it. I'll show you what happens when you click on those conversation starters. And it asks questions about your industry, your focus, your inspiration, and then a person who comes from outside fill this information, and the chat can create content for their niche by my rules. I hope it's clear. Before we are moving to the visual GPT, we're going to create two GPTs, one for content writing and one for visuals. So we want to test your GPT and make sure it gives you the right input. If it doesn't give you the right input, if you write me a caption, for example, and you don't like the way it looks, you don't like the way it sounds, it doesn't sound like you, it doesn't click, you just need to edit your prompt. And you can also, what you can do, you can ask from GPT, this is the answer I got, doesn't resonate with my voice, what should I do? And GPT can help you create a better tone of voice for you. Whatever you do to create content with GPT, you can always improve it with GPT to get better results. Here is a quick review of how your visual GPT will look like. So we're going to upload, of course, I'm talking about the description, the 8,000 characters. My visual brand identity, you will write all the color palette, mood. If you are a natural light person, you are more dark, aesthetic, it really depends up to you. Prompt structure formula, a visual part to always include technical specifications, brand consistency rules, avoid in all visuals, and examples for the conversation starter, those prompts that makes things more easy to start and approach. Create a product photo prompt 4. Design a flat lay scene 4. Make a dreamy concept image 4, etc. And of course, you will get all of these part of the course and it will be attached below. I want to show you also this. So you will need to create these Word docs that I showed you and attach it to those uploads. So things you can upload, and other things you can upload. For the visual things, you can actually upload images. So ChatGPT will understand better your vision, and you can upload your campaigns. You can upload Pinterest mood board, anything that can help build a better visual. You will get underneath all these docs, content GPT instructions template, visual GPT, knowledge file templates for both GPTs, brand voice assignment worksheet, visual style documentation template, testing checklist for optimization. So all of these will be below, and I hope this is clear enough and you get the best results from this chat. See you in the next lesson. Now, for the fun part, we are creating scroll swapping content photos with AI. Let's get to the juicy part, how to create content photos with AI. The next lesson, we will learn how to create videos from those images you generated. So I want to focus on two main tools, ChatGPT and Midjourney. We are not going to use any more tools. I don't want it to get overcomplicated. I must say we will use two more tools that will improve the results of specific things I will show you later on. So let's dive in. Here we are seeing two objects, the SMAG and my templates. I wanted to combine them two and create an effect that my templates coming out of the toaster. It's a creative idea to showcase your digital product. So it's not only for product. Any service-based, product-based businesses can use these tools for content creation. So the effect I wanted to create is that the template will come out of the toaster. Here is the prompt. You will have a list of all the prompts I'm showing here and more creative ideas for you to recreate from what I already did. This is the result. You can see two of my templates coming out of the toaster, and later on, of course, I'll show you how to animate it. This is only around the image. Okay, I think this is a really cute result. It's definitely thinking outside the box, will make things much more innovative and cool. And also, we're still staying on brand. So if my brand style is minimalist, clean, beige, this kind of atmosphere and vibe, I'm still on brand. For the most realistic image result, we need some parameters that you will give the chat and get a better result. I'm talking about if you see an image that you really like and you want to recreate it and you want to understand the settings and how to explain better to AI what you want to create. So, for example, subject, what exactly in the image? Person, product, scene, animal. Example, a young woman applying lip gloss. Okay, we need to say as much details as we can to those AI tools, because then we will get a more accurate and realistic result. Second of all, camera angles, shot type, bird's eye view, eye level, low angle, macro, close up, wide shot, over shoulder. I know you're not a professional photographer, but you can go the other way around. You can see an image that you like and then reverse engineer and analyze this image by these attribute and paste in all those things, and then ChatGPT will analyze specifically what in this image. I will show you later on what I'm talking about. Okay, so an example of a camera angle, close-up UD shot from a slightly high angle. Camera lens, of course, we are not photographers, so we can ask the chat, what lens do you think was shoot for this image? So it could be 35 millimeters, which is more lifestyle street photography, 55 millimeters, which is more natural human eye view, 85 millimeters floating portraits, etc. All of these details also will be below, don't worry. Example, shot with a 55 millimeter lens for a realistic portrait feel. The next thing we will talk about is camera type. So it could be DSLR, mirrorless, film, camera, smartphone. Example of a prompt captured on a DSLR with a shallow depth of field. Lighting, of course, I'm personally a huge fan of natural light, golden hour. You can do studio, harsh, softbox, moody. So example of prompt, soft daylight with a natural shadow from a window. Next, we're gonna use color tone filter mode. You can actually go to Photoshop. You like a specific filter from Photoshop. It could be warm tones, pastel, cinematic, muted, vibrant, natural, retro. Example, soft pastel tones with minimal contrast and a warm glow. Texture. Texture is so important because then we will get a more realistic look. So it can be smooth, rough, glossy, glass, metal, soft, fabric. Here is an example. Glossy lips with dewy skin texture. Background, if you want nature, studio, marble, blurred, whatever. Example, minimalist beige background with soft blur. Stylings, of course. What are they wearing, holding, surrounded by? Example, wearing a white linen shirt, holding a lip tint tube with lemon slice around. 10, movement, action. So this will be important later on for the video, for the movement, if we want to make move out of this scene. So it will be floating, dripping, pouring, walking. So example, lip tint slowly dripping onto a glass surface. So if we're doing this prompt, later on when we will make it as a video, we will have this drop falling. Could be a great prompt. Next, text and label. What should be written on the product poster? Example, coming soon. So later on, I'll show you pros and cons, of course, of using AI for your content and what AI is still struggling to do. So one of the main struggle is text. I will show you later on. So it's so important to be very clear of what you want to write on top of your product or on your sign or anything you create with font. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. This image was taken from Canva. I asked ChatGPT to analyze this image from Canva, and this is what I got. The subject, the camera, so all the things we just talked about are here, and I have all the information about the image, so I can create something similar to that. Then I wanted to do something unrealistic, which I think is the most fun with AI. So I wanted this goldfish to be inside these coffee cups, and this is the prompt I got. So the process was I gave the chat the image asked to analyze by my settings, then the chat filled all the details for me. So I don't need to know which filter, light, whatever, everything is filled. And here, this is what I got in the end. So if you're not 100% happy with the result, of course you can change, and let me show you what the chat created. So this was created by ChatGPT. You can see how cute it is. Later on, I had an idea to animate those fish, like they're moving in the cup. It could be super cool and eye-catching. This is what Midjourney created. So we have two examples of the main app we are going to use in this tutorial. Now, I want to show you the process of me creating images with ChatGPT, so you will understand how it looks like working with ChatGPT. First of all, disclaimer, it takes some time to ChatGPT to generate an image. So this is my entire process of certain things I already created. So it can take like 3 minutes, 2 minutes to generate an image. So be patient. Okay. So here is a quick tutorial. Let me show you how you add image. Here you add from photos, and then you can add any photo you have. The option of adding photos is only available for paid version. So if you want to generate content with AI, you need to pay for it. It's not too much. I think it's something like $20 per month. I think you should do this and Journey. That's it. So here we can add image and then add the prompt. So for example, here, for example, I'll show you add, and this is the coffee cup. And then here you write the prompt you want, etc., etc. I saw this image. I wanted to see if I can create these as balloons flying in the sky. So when you give ChatGPT an image for reference, you don't need to write a lot of details. But if you do it the other way around, you want ChatGPT to generate from zero. So this is where the prompts come in, and you need as much detail as you can, because then you will get a better result. So I asked to take these bottles and make them as balloons flying in the sky. This is the result I got. I think it's pretty cool. ChatGPT has a hard time to take the form of the exact bottle and redo it in like identical. But I think it done a pretty good job, because this is balloon, and balloon is supposed to be round. So I think it looks good. So here I got, in one shot, I got my result. with a really simple thing. Let's move on. Here, I asked later, I want to make a movement, a balloon flying in the sky. So ChatGPT gave me a prompt to use on another app, but we will talk about it later. The next thing I wanted to generate with ChatGPT was this Ralph coffee cup. I wanted to do it realistic, which is really important to mention. You want it to get the best result. In NYC sky, I wanted a green balloon, so you can see how many details I'm giving. Coffee cup, realistic in NYC sky. I want a group of balloons in dark green flying in the sky. So you can see here, this is the result. I think it looks really, really good. The only issue that I mentioned before here, I'll show you later. The font is not super clear here, but I don't think it's matter when it comes to the video. It looks very good. I'll show you later the example. Let's go down. Here again, I asked for prompt for a video. Then I wanted this Rare Beauty product printed out from the printer. The result I got, I wasn't happy about it. I didn't want the office space. I didn't want all the fonts. I wasn't clear enough. So ChatGPT can't guess what you want. Then I elaborated more, asked for a clean office, no fonts, no writing. Then I got this result, which looks very realistic and good. I like the paper texture and how the product look. I think it did a really good job with duplicating the product in a right way, which sometimes it has a hard time creating it. So then I asked for a prompt for video to print it out. Next, with this, I had a really hard time to get the result I wanted. So sometimes you are imagining something that, oh my God, will be so amazing, but sometimes the technology is not there and you can't create it. Please don't overdo it. Don't waste your time. Just move forward, do another idea. It will make your life much easier. And sometimes ChatGPT is so trapped in a loop of the prompt of things they already learned. So what I would do is open a new tab and retry with a new fresh page. So it won't have any data, anything about what you already did, and it won't build on it. It will start freshly, and maybe it will have a better result. You can also always ask from ChatGPT to create a better prompt. Say something like, "It doesn't give me the result I want. I can't see that. This is too small. This is too long. This is the background is that yada yada," and then it will create a better prompt, and you can start from fresh. So let's see what I'm talking about. You can see I asked from these two templates to go from this Smeg toaster. This is the result I got. You see the pages behind, doesn't come from out. So I understood that they have a hard time to do 2 pages of a template. So I asked only for one. And then I got this weird result, which I didn't want. Then I said, please just clean the image and the real idea image. And you can see I didn't get the result. So I asked to refine the prompt to make a more understandable prompt that ChatGPT will understand better what I want. I used it again, a fresh page, sent again my 2 images, and luckily got a good result. If we are very detailed oriented, we can see here that the page is not 100% in the toaster, but when I brought it into a movie maker, it had a great result. I showed you already the result and things that I did. Okay, great. Now we are moving forward to this last example. Of course, I'm reminding you, you guys will have all those prompts below so you can recreate things that I already did. So here we have an image of my phone, one of my favorite images, and a pool, a random pool I found. And I asked for this phone to be a floaty in this pool. This is the result I got. which is very cool, but the phone doesn't look like a floaty, and I think it will be much nicer if we get like a higher perspective and we'll get more like a pool scene. I wanted it to look like the phone is swimming in the pool, so it doesn't have enough range in this scene to swim in the pool. So I gave this image so it will have more range. This is the result I got. Much better. I really love this example. And I think when it comes to balloon texture, ChatGPT does really good job. So if you want to take any balloon, anything you can transport into a balloon, can be really cool and nice to think to experiment. Here I ask for the prompt for the video to swim in the pool. Cool. So these are the examples. We can see here that we're not always going to get what we want, but we need to go with it and not taking it too seriously and being very disappointed of the result. It's new and you are an innovator even coming in here and trying it out. Okay, I want to show you some good examples of what can work with AI. This is a good example. This I can use for my brand. I can change this, I can do that, and it will give me a good result. So let's start with Rode Lip product. So you can see how it leans here. So why this will work? It's a bold single object, which is easy for AI to replicate. Minimal background, make the object more focused. Playful scale, which makes it much easier to prompt it. You can do giant lip gloss. So as a prompt, you can say, replace this Rode lipstick with my soap, with my computer, with my course. Be creative with it. Next thing, the Maj bags. Why it works? It's simple geometric forms. It's easy to replicate. The stacked concept gives clear layer which AI can handle well. It works well in empty urban landscape which are easier to generate. Prompt advantages. You can use word like stacked, shopping bag, center of plaza, oversized bag branding, and things like that. So you can take your color brand, say, do these bags in beige, replace what on top of those bags with my whatever you want to promote. You can do an announcement, you can do a quote, you can be totally creative about it and just give ChatGPT something easy to work with. Now, again, the Primark, a huge bag. It's the same concept. It's big, it looks very cool. The background is easy to do. You can exchange what's written here, the colors, the person, you can ask for different person. Whatever, it's up to you. Why this works? So unexpected material use, ice cream shape as a bag. It's great for surreal AI concept. So as you probably saw, what is mutual to all of these, that surreal things are working well in AI. If you replace this bag into any food, any item you want to replace it with, could be a great way to do it. So the prompt, you can do pink thrill ice cream handbag held with a woman in Chanel skirt, clothing ultra realistic texture. So you can change even the clothes, you can change this, you can change the skin tone. We're just giving it an idea of what to recreate. You need to give as much detail as you can in order to make it for your brand. So you can add this image or this or this or this with another image of something you want to recreate from. So for summary, what's working well with AI? Bold object shape, playful proportions, clear focus, graphic brandings, real settings. All of these can give you a better result with AI. Okay, where AI visuals still fall short, we need to set our expectation together so you guys will know what to do and how to do. So first of all, text object, if you look closer here, I asked for coming soon. I got coming, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't have the I asked clearly for coming. So spelling errors. So the thing to do with it is just try and try and try again. Sometimes AI just don't catch it. Another thing is, of course, texture, human hands. You can see this hand. I don't think it looks realistic. It's not quite there. Something about the hands gesture, the mouse, I don't know. It's not there, it's close, but still not the best result. This is why I don't like Avatar quite yet to use. I still want you inside your content. In texture, hands, human hands. So another thing to be prepared, that sometimes when you ask for movement with the hands, it will get it wrong. It will look weird. So be mindful of the movement you're asking for. I would do movement of elements, texture, things like that. But we will talk about it in the video part. Okay, package product. You can see here, this is a Roday product. If you know the real example, it's much more longer shape, and also the way it's written on the box, on the product, it doesn't look like this. The Roday is more in here. You can see also here, the letters are not correct. Still having a hard time replicate the packaging one by one. Closing details, buttons, seams, and folds can glitch and look awkward sometimes on screen. But we still can create amazing things with it, and I'm sure in like a couple of months, even a month or two, we will have all the solutions, because it's evolving so fast, and I'm so glad you're here because you're going to be a part of it. Okay, so how to come from 90% to 100%. So we have two more tools that are extra, are not a must, and then you can use it for those things I just mentioned. Okay, so let me show you. So it's called Flux Context. Sometimes also here it's misspelling the letters, but let me show you an example of this product, Rare Beauty. So I asked to put it inside a nylon bag, so you can see how good is it. It looks really identical, the same shape, the box, the same product look. So if you want to recreate product in a better way, and be mindful that the text can be ruined. Sometimes it doesn't get, if it has like really small letters, doesn't get it well. So the way we do it, we go here to the image generator, upload a product. So this is the Rare Beauty. We describe a prompt, so we can say something like, place this Rare Beauty product in a nylon bag. Let's generate it together. Here you can do any size you want. Okay, this is the result we got. I think it looked really good. Yeah, it got the shape really well. You can see I can download it. Let's download it together. Great. I wanted to show you what I'm talking about when I asked ChatGPT to recreate this Summer Friday lip balm, on this texture. This is what I got. So if you see the real shape, it looks a little different from what ChatGPT gave me. So if you want to go like extra detailed and be more, get like better result, this is where Flux Context get in. But ChatGPT still gives us a really, really good result. I only prompt this lip gloss texture and I got this result. I didn't give ChatGPT any example. You can see it's only, sorry, you can see, it's only like this. This is what I gave him, an image and a text box, and got this result, which is pretty amazing. It's just not that it's not identical, I think. Let's go to Midjourney. This is what we got from Midjourney. So Midjourney is not the best for product images. So the next thing we want to use is this to upscale your image. It's really good if you can upscale your image before you go and make a video out of it, because it will give it a better texture and you will get a better result. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this app is for free. So this is how the image looked before I put it inside the upscale. And this is the image now. We get a much better texture and glowness, and it could serve us really well for video, because the best result we can give the next step with the better result we get. I can show you also over here. So this was before, this is the after. Look at the Smeg toaster. It looks much, much, much better. You can see the texture of this and everything. Yeah, looks better. And also here, you can see the nylon bag. This was the before, this is the after. So, it's really up to you if you want to make it look sharper or not. If it's something you want to use, it's not a must. So the last thing we're gonna do here is just show you Midjourney to create an images. The way I like to use Midjourney is go to the explore page and see what is possible, what people are creating right now, what are the purpose that people are using it. We saw that take your product and recreate a specific packaging of what you already have doesn't work well here. But if you want to create humans, you want to create models, this is the best place to do so. You can also do really surrealistic things here. But see how well we have the texture here. Let's say we want to create products, just because we already talked about it. This is the result we get. So what you can do here, you can create the packaging, whatever you want, and maybe go later on to Photoshop or any program you use and place your logo on it. But why I'm showing you that? If there is result that you liked, you think it looks well, it fits your branding, your style, you can go here and then you have the prompt. You can use it. You can see it's super easy. You can use the text and it copy the prompt already into the search bar. So you can just press here and we can see here the result we get. How it works. We can use images that we created on ChatGPT. We can use original images. We can start with prompts only. It's really up to you. This here is for videos, so we're going to use it later on. Image prompt. You can place here an image of what you want, and it will take it as a reference. Style reference, you can take something that has more like the atmosphere, the color brands, all of those things that Midjourney can replicate it. This is unavailable for us, so it does better. Here you also have some most things you can dive into. Here you have so many ratios. For social, of course, this is for reels and story ratio. This is for feed ratio, and you can go through all of these. I don't like to touch them personally because it gives me some surrealistic results. I like to stay as much closer to realistic result, as I said. So you can hover on each one of them and see what it gives you. It's so clear, and you can play with it. Now, if you got a result you like, you get 4 options. Let's say you like this result. You think it look good. You can here, oh sorry, you can here do a lot of things to change it, to do it in a different way. So we will have here, you can see, make image similar to this one with a slight change. So you can do make minor change to this image, or make a border change. Upscale, create a larger version of this image, ideal for sharing, saving, printing. You can change the image, give it more input in the bar, and recreate new version. So there's a lot of options here to recreate things with Midjourney. Personally, I almost never start creating with Midjourney. I just wanted to show you it's an option. I like to start with ChatGPT, and from ChatGPT to take it over here to create things. I think the best way approaching it is from the explore page. You have random, you have hot, you have top of the day, so you can see what is trending right now. This looks really good, so you can use this text and maybe create something with these kind of things. Let's go here back to the browse, image prompt, style reference. We have all the things we need. Let me show you some things that I created. Everything is here. So you can see those fish in the cup. This is some videos I created for my reel. So this is a lot of trials. You see, AI never get it in the first place. It's not easy. You see, this is how it started. This is where it went. Yeah. So please just be very patient with it. Think about things that will be good with creating with AI. And I'm sure once you get the hang of it and you try and try and try, you will understand what can work and what cannot. So good luck and see you in video creation. Hi everybody and welcome to Midjourney tutorial, how to set up in the best way to get the best results. So the first thing I do before any project, okay, before we even start a project in Midjourney, we want to set up the Midjourney in personalized tab. So you go into personalize, and then we're gonna do this annotation of picking which is your favorite image. So you would teach Midjourney what is your taste and what do you like to create in there. So you see these images, you need to pick one of them that you like better. Let's say I like this one, this one, this one, and you play with it something like 250 until it says it's set up for you. Then as much example as you give Midjourney, the better result you'll get. So you want to be picking here your taste level and things that you will want to create in the future in Midjourney. So from here, we're going to go and create a mood board. So for a mood board, we want to collect images from Pinterest or even with your previous project you did, images from your phone, anything you have that can give reference to Midjourney. So this is one of the projects I created on Instagram with the beauty brand. Let's see it. Stones. From that, AI suggested the name Lithos, stone in Greek. So chic. The collection: a daily serum, nourishing cream, hydrating essence, mask, and night oil. For the lunch, no photo shoot needed. I generated everything with AI. Texture shots, detail shots, studio shots, a model, and even a store, and even the packaging. 100% AI generated. AI is changing every step. From the idea to design, to marketing and sales. Want to learn how? Comment image below and I'll send you a link for my masterclass. How I built. Okay, great. So this is the reel I was talking about, mostly created in Midjourney, some in ChatGPT, but we are focusing now on Midjourney. So the way I started it, I opened here an album for the project. So I wanted to create products inspired by these stones, a beauty product. So I upload here some inspo of stones, battles that I like, textures, and stuff like that. You can see more. And I created another mood board for the model, for all the body shots I want to create, the texture as well, the skin tone, um, kind of like model I inspired for this project. So two mood boards, one for the character and the model that I will dive more in a separate chapter of how to create consistent model with AI, but this is for the skin, let's say, and the other one was more for the battle, for the atmosphere of the product. So you can see here, we have all the images. What I will ask is, I want to create a beauty product of five products, create a prompt for each one of the products for Midjourney. Now we will go and we will get the prompt for Midjourney. So it could be, you can see face serum, moisturizer jar, cleansing balm, toner bottle, and face mask. So let's start with the face serum. The text we will add later on because Midjourney is not so good with creating text. So we're gonna use this folder of all the references of the battles and the inspiration for this collection to create the bottle. We will paste the prompt we got from ChatGPT. We have an entire chapter about how to prompt. So we can add here color, light, the kind of camera it was taking in, the texture of the images, and more details, the colors of your collection, and stuff like that. This is what I got from ChatGPT analyzing those specific images. I will go back and use it in prompt. Now let's see what we get. And for me, Journey is really important to teach what you like and what you don't like. So in case you like the result we got for this project, we want to mark it. Wow, this looks beautiful. We have this example, we have this doesn't look so good. This looks really well. Ignore the text. We can later on can go to Nano and erase and place our logo. So it doesn't matter. I will show you later how to do it. This looks also really pretty. All the results we got are pretty. So we can mark, I like this. This is really important to add this stage because then it shows Midjourney what you like and what you don't like, and you teach Midjourney your taste. I like it, and if you don't like it, mark I don't like it. So later on, Midjourney will know. So once you have the project running, we want to add into the folder each result that you got and you like, because then we will have this reference in the mood board and we can create better images. So these two images are in that these two, I thought it looked nice, it's cool, and we want to use it. Let's go and create another one so you guys can see. Let's create the moisturizer jar. We're going to copy, go into Journey. Again, we want to use this for our purposes. Beautiful. Wow. I love the results. This looks really good. This looks good. This looks good. So we want to mark what we like. I personally like this image. This seems I also like. This not so much, but I won't mark it as don't like because I think it's good. Great. So you saw how I created different variations of battles according to my project that still look on brand for my specific need. So thanks to the mood board, thanks to me teaching over time the algorithm what I like, I got really, really good results. So at the beginning, you might not get the best result you want. But in the future, once you train it for your specific needs, you will get better and better in it. Let's go into the explore page. I want to show you another thing. So if you are just starting out, you don't have the prompts, you don't know what to do, I would go into the search bar and search for your needs for the project. For example, we want to get texture shot oil. Okay, so every beauty brand needs those details, and we can definitely use AI to create some details. So let's say I love this specific detail. You can see here you have the prompt. You just click on the prompt, it copied into my search bar. You can go into the mood board, so it will be in your colors, in your style, and add your specific mood board for the project. Let's see what we get. Okay, this is really cool because it took the texture that we saw in the image and the explore page and place it on stone, which our project is specifically for stone inspiration. So I think this got us really, really beautiful result. Okay, so by now you probably know better how to use Midjourney to get a better result. For model consistency and for person and people, I'm going to teach you in a different class, but we have one more thing here that you can definitely use. I don't like to use it because I like how AI explore new opportunities and new images, but you have here the Omni reference that you can place an image. Let's use my inspiration. This was a bottle I created, with AI. So this is the bottle. You can see Omni reference. This will mean that the image that Midjourney will copy the image that you placed here. So you can do the strength of 100% copied or middle copy, but take in consideration that you can do both mood board and omni reference. So let's say I want to use this image bottle for our toner bottle. So we will copy the prompt and ChatGPT created, and we're going to use the omni reference. Let me show you just that you can't use the mood board. So you see, this is the mood board. I'm adding it. Let's say we want the omni reference. So it will take the image and recreate it 100%, 1000%. Let's see. Sometimes it let us to use the mood board, sometimes no, but this time, yeah. With people is more tricky. Beautiful. So you can see it messed up the text. So we don't want to rely on the text, but if we go into looking at the Omni reference, this is the image that I gave as a reference, and this is what I got. So you guys can see how similar it is. And let's go into the mood board and add our mood board for the project. And let's take the intensity to 50%. 500%. Okay, these are the results that we got. Okay. Not so similar to the stones we gave it, but still similar. You saw it was 50% similarity. So this is what we got. If remember, we want to mark this one I like, this one I like. So mark whatever you think is good. This series actually turned out really well. Okay, so to summarize, we want to start with personalizing, organizing the annotation, explaining Midjourney what we like and what we don't like in order to get a better result. Then we create mood boards for each project. We will create different mood board for models and we want to create, or products, or anything you want to create. Be very specific and niched with the project you create. Each time we get good reference, we want to make sure to add it into the mood board, so the mood board will have more references. After creating the mood board, we're going into the explore page. Let's say we're not sure how to prompt, we don't know which prompt we need. We can do beauty, bottle, and then you will see many references you can definitely use with the prompt they've got for you. So we click, we have the prompt, it's in here, we copy into the search bar. If not, we can go into ChatGPT, ask to create the prompt for us according to the chapter you already have of how to prompt correctly. So this is the prompt. And finally, we're going to Midjourney, start creating, playing with it, and alerting images that we like and don't like. And if we want to save it, we click on here, save image. That's it. You've got the image. It's completely yours. Enjoy it. So Midjourney is so amazing for creating creative stuff that you can imagine an AI can create for you. Yeah, the sky's the limit. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always available for you. Good luck. Hi everyone and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to work on consistent model creating with Midjourney and how to do it with specific themes, specific style. So for our reference for today, we're going to use this mood board, which I created in Canva. You can see the model, you can see the mood. So let's dive in. Before we even start, we go into Midjourney, create our mood board for the project. So you can see here all the images I just showed you on the mood board are already here. And the first step we're going to take is creating a good prompt. So we're going to go into ChatGPT, ask to analyze these specific things for the prompt. Just a reminder of what you need. I'll also add this list below so you guys can have all the things you need for a model. So we are starting with style. It could be editorial, fashion, cinematic film, advertisement, etc. Location, it could be in a studio, city roof, beach, whatever you want. The subject could be, example, is a 25 years old woman with effortless elegance, male model, mid 30, etc. Wardrobe, what she's wearing, it could be cream oversized neat sweater and what you want her to wear. Action could be looking away from the camera, mid laugh, walking in mid step, and more. Camera perspective, it could be low angle, full body, portrait, and which lens you want it to be. Lighting, mood, soft golden hour sunlight, for example, or studio flash. More, you can, this is optional, you can add reference style if you have a photographer you like, or like here, or any stylist you like, you can add it in the reference. Technical look can be your camera, shot in a Kodak, then detail level, ultra detail, realistic texture, and etc. Now we are going to ask to analyze these images and ask to create a prompt with all these parameters of what will create a perfect prompt for us. We're going to ask create a prompt for this model. Now we're going to get ChatGPT got all the reference from the mood board, so it has all the detail he needs in order to analyze it for us. We're going to take this prompt, go into Midjourney, and of course add our mood board, and we're going to ask to create it. These are the models we got. So I started doing this project before, so I want to show you what was how the project evolved, but just to go with you in live. So these are the models. This one looks really good. I will mark it and we'll add it into the mood board, but let's go and see what I got before. So this is the result I got before, and I decided I wanted this model for consistency. So first of all, the first thing I did is add her into the mood board. So you can see she's here, and this is the model I want to recreate over and over again. So the next step I took, I wanted to create a closer look over her. So we can see here a detail shot and we can see her profile. So you can compare. This is the image I started with and this is the close-up. It looks pretty similar. And what we do is we go into ChatGPT, ask for the position, the close-up we want, and add this model as an omni reference. So I take here the strings until the end. So it will be the most closest to the model I generated. And this is the prompt I wrote. So you can see here, tutorial, fashion photography, portrait, close-up, a model with a silk styling, minimalist makeup, and so you can read here the prompt. And then I wanted a different shot. So you can see this one turned out really good. This one turned out really good. So it started here. It went into here, here. Of course, this looks kind of blurry, but we will take it into Magnific and we will give it more texture. So you can ignore that her face looks too smooth. Now I wanted a more editorial photography shot. You can see here the prompt. Added this image from the beginning as an omni reference 100%. You can see here. Added the mood board as well. So again, what we need to do is go into this, add omni reference, go into mood board, adding in prompt and send. Just wanted us to, now it's generating it. This also looks good. I personally like this picture. Looks pretty similar to how we began. Of course, she's not identical one-to-one because it's AI, but with the omni reference, we can get a good result. As well as here, different angle. This one looks good. I marked it as I like this image. And of course, each image I created and liked it went into the mood board to get more references. Then I want her to wear a white sweater. So this is great. We can add more texture later. And so her skin won't look too smooth. We'll actually use this specific image for the example. Different chairs. Look how beautiful this is. Again, the omni, the prompt, the way she sits. You can see the prompt still. All the parameters from the other one. Here I created a quick video I wanted you to see from the image. So all of these look kind of weird with the hair, but the first reference looks very good. If I would create a video for this, I would start with going into Magnific, make her more, give her more texture with her skin and with the fabric and everything, and then take it into video. But I just wanted you guys to see. Again, this image I really liked. I marked it. And I wanted you guys to see what happens when I'm not using the references at all. So here I didn't use the omni reference and not the mood board as well. So I got completely different looks, which are beautiful, but not what I aimed for. It's not the same consistency. And here I used the mood board, but with no omni reference. So it didn't get the result. And again, different pose. And this is what we made together with the omni reference, the same one. And this one looks very consistent. I like it. I mark it. So in general, for you guys to see, this is how I started. Of course, it didn't generate the same result exactly the model. If you want this specific model, you can put this model in the omni reference and try to recreate it. And this is the model I got pretty consistent. One time she had her hair up, one time her hair down, short hair. Definitely need more texture, but it's a great result. The next step we want to do is to go into Magnific AI. Let's go into create. I want to add more texture into this image, so we're gonna download it because this image doesn't have any texture in it. This one I want to have more, and let's do also this one. Looks very filtered. Gonna go into here. We're gonna upload our image from downloads. We're gonna do, let's start with this image. As I showed in the tutorial, to keep everything the way it is, I just go into and create. Let's upload a different image. Let's upscale it. And lastly, oh, it already made it, this image. Let's see. So we can see the after, before, after. So didn't do a great job here. We can redo it and see what we get. But in general, it looks good. So for this looks really good. So this one, we can definitely use what we have created here. And let's look at this one. Also good. We add more in here, in here. So this one, I think we can download it, definitely use it. And this one, also good. Let's download it. Now we have two images we got a good upscale for. And the next thing I want us to do is go into a Nano Banana and try to change the clothing, or maybe even try to change the earrings. So we look at Nano Banana as more of Photoshop, less of creating something from scratch. So we can add, let's try in this image, change her earrings. And in this image, let's try and change the outfit color. Free version of Nano Banana in AI Studio. So what we want to do, I found this outfit on Zara. We want to copy the image, paste it in here, and add our model sitting down. Then we go into ChatGPT. So I go into ChatGPT and I paste here both images. One's the model that we created in Mid-Journey, and the model that we're wearing the jeans from Zara. And I asked to generate a prompt for us for Nano. So Nano, it's pretty simple prompt, very straightforward. What you see is what you get. You don't need to have super sophisticated search word or keywords. We just go into Nano, paste the prompt. You can read quickly the prompt, and now we will see what we will get. Hopefully, good result. So read the prompt. This is crazy. Our model is wearing it. Ah, I love it. You can see Nano is not super high quality as well. So what we do is go into Magnific, take the image. You can see it's pretty blurry. We will take the image into Magnific again, and why it's stuck. We will upload the image we created. We'll go into Creative, just do upscale and wait until it's ready. Let's take a different pair of earring and do another trial. Earrings, and look this. Let's copy. Let's create a new project. We go into ChatGPT, paste the earrings, and add image of our model. Let's ask to create a prompt for us. I ask for a prompt for this model to wear the red earrings. So what we're going to do is going to copy the prompt into Nano, and we're going to add the image. So we're going to go into Zara, paste it in here. Now we're going to take the model from here, download it. and she's here, and we will create it. Okay. Oh my God. Surprise me every time. Look how it made the shadow, how it looks part of the image. Again, and of course, the skin texture doesn't look quite realistic. We just take it into Magnific and it will make it look more realistic, but still, this result is crazy. So to summarize, we always start with a mood board. The mood board here, I started with these images, which led into this model, which I tried to recreate it with Omni reference and 100% strength and adding the mood board. You can play with it. If you don't need consistent model, great. You can create different models for the project. Then let's say you like the pose, you don't like the clothes, you think you would like to change it into your collection, into your needs, go into Nano Banana and you can have the free version. Of course, this model exists in so many platforms, but I want you guys to use the free because it's possible and why not? Adding here the two images. One, the image of the model. Second, the image of the item. You saw I took random stuff from Zara, so you can use it for your logo if you want to place it on a t-shirt, if you want to change the background, if you want to change the chair. Let's say you like this metallic chair, but you don't like the model sitting on it. Go into Nano Banana, pick up the chair you want and replace it with this chair, or take this chair and replace the model. So all those changes can be made in Nano in a really, really easy way. So you don't need to waste your time to try to recreate the model again and again and again. Try, get it one time. This is your model. Go into the outfit you need, the background you want, and just change it in Nano. I hope you enjoyed it. This is really amazing tools to create whatever you want. Really, the sky is the limit. So good luck. With your image skills in place, it's time to bring them to life as videos. Great. Now we know how to create images using AI, and we will move forward to doing a video out of them. A quick reminder how we do it. Here is an example I created from my image, the screensaver with this pool. I asked for this phone to be a floaty, flowing in the pool, and this is the video it generated. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is also a sound. The two tools I'm recommending using for video creation is Kling AI and also Midjourney. I'm going to show you both options and how to use them so you can choose which one works for you better. Before we're diving in to what and how, I want to show you things that can work well with AI videos. Here are three examples of things that you can request just for you to open your mind and think this possibility is absolutely something I can do with my business and with my product. This can be good for me. First of all, we're going to see here floating. Floating can be product flowing, computer flowing, balloon flowing, anything flowing in the sky. AI is really good with surrealistic things and things that you can't accomplish in real life and can create a fantasy around them. These two girls are flying in the sky. You can do any item or product you want to do. It gives it a dreamy look, weightless feel, looks expensive, clean, and modern. Here we can see fabrics and ribbon. So you can write prompt like floating around, slow motion, silk ribbon wrapping and dancing in slow motion and things like this. This also gives it a very rich and emotional feeling. It's great for beauty and fashion. Here we can see the liquid drip. This is good for beauty or for anything that has to do with a watery feel. You can use prompt glossy lip tint dripping in slow motion. This gives us texture and luxury feel as well. Here are 3 more examples you can do. Here you can see dust sparkle effect. Prompt you can use can be a soft blush powder or sandy look. It adds magic, lightness, and of course minimal feel into it. This is a more darky, foggy mist smoke that you can also create with AI. You can take any product you have and create kind of a fog around and reveal the product, for example. This creates mystery and softness and add a really cinematic feel to the video. The last option is 360 degrees that you can see your entire product with spinning, twirling, and you can do something like light rotating around product. And it's really good to show your full product. Now that we understand what is good using AI, I want us to do a whole video together, and then I can show you exactly how I create videos and more example of videos I created before. Let's go into ChatGPT. First of all, we're going to add the image. I want to use these 2 images. This is a postcard and ordinary product. This is a product we're going to use for this specific. First of all, I want to ask from ChatGPT. I want you guys to see the picture. This is the picture. It's a card with legs. I want to ask GPT to analyze this image in order to get the best prompt. So I brought my list from before, subject, camera, lightning, all of the things that of course you will have below. Let's see what it says. Here's a breakdown. Now I get all the details of the image. Okay. Now the next step will be, okay, so this is what I asked. Create a prompt for it. I would like to place an ordinary product on the postcard and write in handwriting font soon. Let's see what prompt I get. Let me show you a close-up. A surreal high fashion editorial photo of a person walking through sunny European street, Saint-Tropez style, holding an oversized white postcard that hides the upper body. Only their bare legs in the strappy designer heels are visible. The postcard is clean, minimal, and with a small ordinary product like lip balm, perfume, or coffee. This we can make it more clearer once we have the product and we can say exactly which product we are giving them. Placed flat on its surface as is a part of the design. Written in elegant black handwriting across the card is the word soon. The lighting is golden hour, natural sunlight, casting soft shadows. The background features pastel Mediterranean buildings with balconies and shelters. The mood is stylish, whimsical, and cinematic. Shot with a 35mm lens, DSLR style. Great. Now we're gonna copy this prompt. We're gonna add this and this. See, I added these 2. Let's just change this part. We are gonna delete it and add hydrating serum. This is the product. Now let's see the result. Great. We got this image, which is really, really cool. The next step we want to do is, of course, download it. And here is the result. We are going to use this app in order to upscale the image. This is a free app. You have a couple of uses before it costs money. You can use it once or twice. Let's take the image. What am I doing here? I'm enhancing the image. I'm upscaling it. I'm giving it more depth, more realistic look, so the video will look better. This is not a must. You can do this step, but it's not a must. I want to prompt it as make this image more realistic. Give it texture and clear. Okay, great. So you can see you have here multiple things to play with, sharper, but let's keep it in the middle so it will stay realistic. Here you can do the quality, and let's see what we get. Let me show you the before and after. This is without upscaling enhancer, and this is with. You can see that the result is not always helped and needed. If this is what ChatGPT gave me, and this is what happened. They change completely the text and the font. It's not always necessary step, but if you can look at the background, you can see that the building got a great texture. I won't be using this version, even though it got a great result with the building and the sky. You can look before and after, but here it didn't get it well. As I told you, with text, it's always an issue. But if we look at the legs even look much more realistic, even though I am not going to use it. Great. Let me re-show you how you use it. You go in homepage, you go in here into the enhancer, put all the things in the middle here, all the settings in the middle, and let me show you other examples just to remind you what it do good. You see, without if you don't have a complicated text, you can see great result with it. But with more complicated text, it's completely changed it. It's really up to you if you want to do this step or not. You can test it and see it for yourself. After we decided whether we are going to use the enhancer or not, whether it gives it a good result or not. So we are going to do is ask for a prompt for video. So I ask, please create a prompt for this woman to walk with this huge postcard in the street. What I got here, I got a fashion forward woman walking confidently through a sunlight Mediterranean street, holding oversized white postcard that covers her upper body. Only her legs and strappy pastel heels are visible. The postcard shows slightly with her movement. On the card is a realistic bottle of ordinary hypoallergenic acid serum with handwriting word soon. The street is lined with pastel building, casting soft light our shadow. The vibes is editorial, cinematic, and playful. Shot at eye level with stable camera motion that follows her walk. Use 35mm DSLR style lens effect, slow motion pacing and high-end color grading. Okay, great. So we're going to go in mid journey. This is mid journey. We're going to do here, upload our image. We will take the image in here, write the prompt ChatGPT gave us, and that's it. Now we will try it also in Kling AI. So we're going to do the same thing. Upload the file, the prompt here. Here you can see if you want to do 10-second videos. I'll do 10 seconds. It will be longer for social. Okay, let's see what we got. We can see here all of these options, which are cool. So let's go one by one and see. This is one. This is two. This is good. This is 3 and 4. Let's see what Kling AI did for us. Okay. So it's not the best job. I imagine it without seeing the model. So we can ask to improve the prompt. Okay, so here is what I asked. Improve the prompt. It shows a model in the end. I would like only the legs to be shown to create a mystery. Okay, let's see what we get now. Only their leg bare, strappy. Okay, so it makes it much more clearer. Let's take it in here and again. Let's see the result. Again, and the prompt. Now is our second trial. Let's see the result. I think the first one looked good and also the last one. Always the first and the last is good. You can see how it looks. And I think it's cool that the perfume is blurry because then it gives it also kind of like the curiosity of what you're going to launch. And if this video is too short for you, you can extend the video. So you can do manual, ask for more prompt, or you can do it auto, which Midjourney will create the effect for you. So let's try the extend it with low motion because we want it to be slowly. It won't look too weird. Let's do it, and it's now generating. Let's see what Kling AI created for us. This is not as good as Mid Journey, just because you can see the legs, the texture doesn't look realistic. Today with Mid Journey, let's see what are the results that we ask for the video to be longer. Let's make it bigger so it will be easier to see. It's cool that it adds the shadow of the photographer. Let's see here. It's very cool. Any of these options are great. You can pick one that doesn't look awkward and realistic. This one wasn't so good. Or you can pick the shorter version. I think this actually looks good. Now you know how to create video from A to Z. So let's say you want to save this video. You click on the right click on your mouse. You can download it for social, and then you will have a better quality to post it. And let's download it. Very cool. Okay, before we are wrapping up this class, I want to show you more things that I created with AI and how I did it. This is Midjourney. This is Kling AI. With Midjourney, it's pretty simple. You grab the image, place it here, write the prompt you got from ChatGPT, and create it. As well as here, you click on the video, add the image, ask for the prompt, you get the result. I want to show you more examples in Kling AI. So it all started here, where I experimented with creating these Rode balloons, and then I asked for prompt for video, so you can see what I got. So a whimsical slow motion video for the beauty stick containers floating like helium balloons in a bright sky. Contains glossy and tan with visible pink red bomb. So it's really, really detailed oriented. You see how many details the prompt has. This is the result I got with Kling. Which is very cool. The next thing I tried is the coffee cup. This is the image I created, and this is the video prompt. So you can see floating gently in the sky. So it's really important to emphasize what kind of movement you want. The cluster dark balloons. The movement is slow and natural. Here is the result. Great. So you can ask for the location as well. And here's the printer. Here is the prompt. So it's important to say that I came up with all these ideas of what I want the motion to be, but you can go the other way around. I will show you. You can ask ChatGPT, what movement will you offer creating with AI for this image? This is the printer, so you can see also printer slowly, and the texture of the page, the motion, everything that you can add in here. And this is the okay, great. And another example is, of course, the famous toaster. This is the image I got. Here is the video prompt. The toaster pops and the two posts spring upward gently. This is the movement. Great. Now the pool. I ask for a video prompt. This is what I got. Swimming in the pool, styled like a floaty. So you can see realistic shadow, crystal clear turquoise. So all the things for you to get the best. As I mentioned, you can go also the other way around. You can add an image and say, let's say, use the image that we used before. Okay, so I would add here an image. Which movement would you add to this image using AI generator? Okay, so here is the ideas that ChatGPT offered for a movement for this specific project. Postcard float, step, think. Floating slightly up and down, elegantly steps. The golden hour, light flicker. The sunlight suddenly shift with the model movement. Shadow play, slow turn reveal, typography pop, elegant footstep echo. So you see 7 great ideas for movement. So if you created an image and you're not sure what you can do next, you can also ask ChatGPT what is possible here. So we still see that we never get it on the first shot. It's always iteration. It's always trying. It's seeing what works with AI, what isn't working with AI. You will get all my prompts below, so you will have things that for sure are working. And also in the next step, an assignment for you to try and see that you really understand what I was teaching in this class. And I'll see you in the next class. Here I want to take you through a video of a process. Let's say you want to start in point A and get to a point B. In this example, this video starts with an empty cup of matcha and evolves into a wrapped cup of matcha. Sometimes when we give AI directions of a video that started a different way from the way it ends, you won't get the result you wanted. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, this is example. In my vision, I thought this video will start when the box is closed, and then little by little it will open to a full range, and you will see all the matches. But the way AI translated it was that this way. If we want to be more specific on what we are creating, we need to show AI what is the starting point and where we want to end. What we need to do is take the glass of matcha without the wrap on it, and then ending frame will be with the plastic bag on it. It will start this and end this. And then you probably think, okay, but I only created the starting point image, not the ending point image. The opposite, the ending point, not the starting point. What you can do is go into ChatGPT. Let's say we want to create this M starting from an empty M glass, evolving and ending with the full M. The matcha will be poured into the M. This is the video I created with it. We can ask AI to create an empty M for us. We will have the open scene, and then we will get the end scene. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here is a prompt, a high resolution studio photograph of a hollow, transparent glass letter M. Okay, great. I'm asking ChatGPT to create it. And here is my result. And let me show you what I created with it. Okay, this is the end result I am aiming for, but let's create it together. Okay, so here you can see a prompt. As I showed you before, you can create the prompt with ChatGPT. You can ask, I want this movement of this matcha pouring into this M from above. But let's create it together so you guys can see. I'm doing the starting point and as the empty M, and then wrapping up with the full M. AI will know, okay, we started with an empty and ended with this scene. Then create it. Let me show you more things I created using this technique. And you can see here as well. I started with an empty bowl and ended up with the full bowl. It knows where to start and where to end. Another example, I used it lately. It's this artichoke with the coffee. You guys can see it started with a regular artichoke and ended up with this scene. You can see the coffee is coming out of the artichoke. You can replace the coffee, for example, with any product you want to sell. It could be jewelry, it could be any product, beauty product. This started with empty keyboard and full keyboard. Let's go see the result we got. 92%. Here is the result. This is an example that is not so good with these two. Yeah, this one I like very much. It looks really well. You can pick any of the things you liked and click and download for social, and it's ready to post. Of course, you can change the ratio, you can change anything you want. Let's show you what AI video can create without any prompt. So this is image I created in ChatGPT and I wanted to animate it. In my mind, I thought it will be the same as before, starting empty and continuing to a full player. But this is what I got, and it still looks really cute. I didn't do anything about it, but I could have improved it with starting as it was empty and give it an end point when it's full. I hope you guys can use this tool and create amazing things with it. This lesson is all about creating your signature 3D letter using AI. Welcome to create your signature 3D letter using AI. So previously we learned how to create images, then move it into create videos, and now I want to show you another way to make a signature branding of yourself. So here you can see some examples of 3D letters that were created in Midjourney. You can see their different texture, their different position. You can recreate things that represent your brand thanks to AI and be even more creative than Canva fonts or Adobe fonts and find your own signature writing. Let me show you how we do it. we're gonna go to Midjourney. I showed you before that you have the explore page that you can see what is trending, what people are creating, and recreate it with their prompt. So we're gonna go in the same way for the 3D letters. Here you can see letters that were created with specific prompts. Let's say you like this Y, you have here the exact same prompt. You can click here, use text, and it appears here in the search bar. You click to create, and it will create something similar. I must say a disclaimer that when we use the same prompt, we're never going to get the same result. This is the result. It looks pretty good, not so much like a Y, more like a V. You can change, of course, the prompt to any letter you want. If your brand name start with Z or your first name start with A, you can change it according to your needs. After we explored a little bit the 3D letters, you can also add fluff. For example, this is a texture fluffy. Let's do fluffy. This is a texture that we see pretty often created by AI. So you can see this is a cute one. This, this. If you have a sale going on, you can promote it with this. This. You can create a lot of really cute ideas. Let's go back to the 3D letters so I can show you. Oh, I missed spell it. It's cute here. Look at these balloons, this see-through with all the objects in this F. Yeah, it's about exploring, looking for ideas. Another thing you can do if you want to write entire word, which AI still have some struggles creating a full word. The way I approach it is to create single letter separately and then take it to ChatGPT and create something with it. I'll show you in a sec. Yeah. Let me show you some of the things I created for you to explore and see more options. I started with wanting the word soon. What I got is a fluffy S on top of mountains, snowy mountains, and I didn't get the result I wanted. I tried a different way to write the word soon. I got it, but I didn't get a good result. I got something that I liked. You can see, I think this option is really cute. Then I asked to add some motion into that, and this turned out really nicely. If you have a collection of fairy coat or your brand colors is beige and you want to promote, and it's winter time and you want to promote this fairy look, you can definitely use something like this. Here, great example. Then I tried the word soon. Again, the word, you see how I try to give AI as much details soon, but still you see looks has some unnecessary details. But if we move it into creating a video out of it, sometimes it deletes it. So you can do something like make it fly in the sky, make it pop, and etc. I tried again, got some weird result. And then this is a video I created for A as Alun, or my name, Amit. This is a really cute result that I will show you in a sec how to do the folder effect and more things that you can combine, but this actually turned really cute. Another trial with soon. I think this is really nice. And the word extra. I just wrote fluffy word extra, top right lighting. I think it turns out cute, and it managed to create the entire word. As you probably learned by now that AI is not super expected, and when we use our creativity, it's hard to get the result we want. But playing with prompts, writing as much detail as you can. You mentioned a few times that you want the entire word, you want the specific letters. Of course, I will attach the prompts below, but as much you can mention it, the better. This is a cute as with flowers, you can see here. Um, it's not 100% perfect, but I'm sure if I'll move it into a video, an idea for a video that I would create here is make this flower bloom or pop on the S letter or something like this. I was trying to create a Z, like people are sleeping, but it didn't turn out cute. This actually is really cute, butter, and I like the way this video looks. I think it's cool way if you have a bakery and you are about to create a collection of breads that has tons of butter, for example. Or, butter is definitely the color of the season if you launch a collection or something simple. So now I want to show you how I did the folder effect and how you can create more than just one letter. I created this A balloon letter. I took it into ChatGPT. I asked to create an L. It's just my last name, so it's Amit Lunenfeld. So I thought, let's take these initials and use it. And I gave ChatGPT also this empty folder and ask for place the letters A and L in the folder, show half of their body. The mistake I did here, I was supposed to put the A first and then the L, and this is why it got confused. But this is the result, which is really cool. You can put more letters inside. You can do A, and then I can do L, U, N, and then it's Alone, my company name. So this way you make sure you get all the letters and it looks good. Then I wanted to animate this by, I asked so the L and A gently bounce up and down. So I got this result. This is really cute. And you can see the thing I created before. Where is it? The A. And this is another result that I was creating with the letter. I'll give you all the prompt, so you will have the prompt. And let's see what are the possibilities. I was looking for envelope in Pinterest, empty envelope, and that led me, how you look at Pinterest and you start seeing other things that are related. For more cool templates of windows of a computer, post-it, empty card, a cart, sorry, a box, text message, billboard sign. So you can use all of these images to create something with this font. Here is an empty notebook. You can place it on it. And pretty simply, you are using ChatGPT to create this kind of effect. So I took the windows I showed you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the windows. It's pretty minimalistic style, Apple style, MacBook style. And I asked from ChatGPT to help me come up with idea. I wanted to write some font, some letters on top of those windows. So I asked, give me an idea what can be fun to write on these windows. So I asked to put on each one of these a letter, and this is the letter I got. So this letter I downloaded from Midjourney. So when you go to Midjourney, you click for 3D letters and on the explore page, 3D letters, and you can click here on the right side of the mouse and download the image, and you can use it in ChatGPT. So I took the image, I asked to place it on top of each window, got this misspelling. Again, with AI, it's still hard to get an amazing result with writing full letter or getting the spelling. So it created me this version, which I'm pretty satisfied with. Still didn't nail it 100%, but it's fine. It's AI, we can I thought about it when I create later a video, it will correct it and it will look cute. So I thought those letters can be bouncing or jumping or wiggling. So I asked for a prompt for Mid Journey, wiggle glass letters in floating windows, and it created me the prompt, copy, place it in here, and these are the result. So I got a couple of them. Personally, I liked this one. You can do things that are simpler and so it will be easier to follow. Another app that I used and wanted to see what result I get because I like to play with apps, and this is the result. Pretty lame. So it's really trial and error with AI. Of course, I like the Midjourney version this time, but it's always great to have two apps. Yeah, another cute A letter that I created, more surrealistic, but still very eye-catching, is this one. To summarize, um, playing with 3D letters, it's fun, and you can create really creative things. You can rely on it to write complicated, long sentences. You need to keep it simple, words that are 4 letters, 5 letters, not more. I show you some creative ideas you can recreate with it, putting it in folders in a computer. You can actually take it to Canva and do the BG removal. That's what I did with these letters there. I downloaded the images and took the background off. So if you want to create a full sentence or more longer sentence, I would create each letter individually. Let's say you want your name, like my name is Amit. So I will ask for A separately, M separately, I separately, and T separately. And then I'll take it to Canva or ChatGPT and we'll create more things with it. Hope it was helpful and you will create your signature letter on Instagram. Good luck! By now, you've seen what's possible, both visuals, animated scenes, and everyday ideas turned into scroll-stopping content. In this session, we are turning those creative skills into a repeatable AI-powered workflow. By now, you've seen what's possible. You created both visuals, animated scenes, and experimented with turning everyday ideas into eye-catching content. But here's the thing, creative doesn't mean chaotic. Let's build a repeatable workflow so AI become part of your content and not the other way around. Step number 1, check your real life. Start with what's already in my schedule this week. Are you launching something, shipping orders, creating a new product, doing a routine restock, or Q&A? Let the real life moment become the inspiration for your next post. For example, if you're packing orders, turn your label printer into animation. If you're launching a service, float it in the sky like a dreamy balloon. Step number 2, choose one visual element. Pick one thing to work with, a photo, a product, a scene from your week, even just a vibe. Now ask, how can I twist this into something more creative using AI? What visual would stop scrolling without making me overthink? Use ChatGPT to brainstorm and use Midjourney or Kling AI to bring it to life. Step number 3, create in a focused sprint. Set a timer, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. This is all you need. Create 1 or 2 visuals. It could be a photo, it could be a video. Write the caption with your GPT and export and schedule it that your content will be good to go and you are done for the week. Step number 4, save what works. If a prompt gave you a beautiful result, save it. Create a bank of prompts in Notion, in Google Doc, your Note app, whatever works for you. Next time, just swap the product or the theme. Another thing you can do, you can add these prompts to your custom GPT for the visual one or for the copy one. So AI will think like you think. Step number 5, use your 2 GPTs. Remember, you've got a content GPT trained to write like you, a visual GPT trained on your brand aesthetic. Use them first. They'll cut your time in half and keep your brand voice and look consistent. Your weekly goal. This is how your week is supposed to look. Here's what AI-powered content routine can look. Pick Monday, pick your visual idea and drill life angle. Tuesday, create an image or a video in 30 minutes. Wednesday, write and schedule caption, 20 minutes. Thursday, post and repurpose. By repurposing, I mean post it on other social platforms. Friday, save the prompt that works. Simple and efficient. This is how I create consistently. Even while working or launching life or a million other things, you now have the tools and the workflow. So go ahead, create smarter, not harder. And of course, I would love to see what you create. You can always reach out to me and ask any question you've got. Good luck!